Fishing harbour, boats, laughter, catfights by the municipal water pipe, carom matches, death, dancing, gymnasiums, street food, British buildings, waves, tears, and the birthplace of director Vetrimaaran's stories. Except for the title, there's nothing generic or vague about this film. Set in the 80s, 90s and early 2000s, this is a true period film where everything from the hairstyles and bell-bottoms right up to the bulbs used to light up the midnight carom matches are from that time. If Subramaniapuram is the photo album of Madurai in the 80s, Vada Chennai is the local secret guidebook of North Chennai from the same period. So, what's so different about a gangster flick set in North Chennai? That's been a stereotype for like over a decade now. Even movies set in Hyderabad or Switzerland will have rowdies imported from, say, Thondiarpet or Georgetown if the movie is in Tamil. The difference is in the balance. Vetrimaaran doesn't tell you through sepia-filled montage that the people of North Chennai are large-hearted and more honest than those in the rest of Chennai. No, nor are the characters and settings dirtier or bolder and more drunk than they actually are. In Polladavan, there's a 15-minute sequence of Dhanush searching for his stolen bike that flows like a documentary. Vada Chennai is no different. It's like walking into a slice of daily life in Tiruvottriyur or Georgetown. Imagine watching a young romance unfold in all its messy clumsiness. What if you're witness to a murder while you walk along the harbour at night? The drama isn't in the edit or the histrionics, it's in the story. Dhanush rises as the hero only at the very end. Until then, the story doesn't belong to him alone. In fact, it doesn't revolve around any one person for longer than a few scenes. Like Crash or Bebel, the plot lines intertwine and diverge and pummel together. But unlike them, it is impossible to see any one story or character in isolation. Which is why it's impossible to pick one good performance. Everyone, even the policeman with a good 30 seconds of screen time, is perfect in his role. Isn't that how real life is? While you may be at the center of your story, the strings and knots flow endlessly. Santosh Narayanan seems to have taken a liking to the ethos of the working class and now thinks like them when composing music. Govinda Maule, the romantic soundtrack and the background in the film is inseparable from the lyrics. The background score when Andrea Jeremiah mourns Amir's death is what you hear in the teaser. It is a sound of death and loss with an unmistakable undercurrent of seething revenge. That's what Andrea's character is all about. But the background music around the climax when Dhanush rises as the new savior of the block is too similar to Kala and Kabali's hero entry themes. You love the music in some places and cringe at others. Vetrimaaran said the first cut was 5.5 hours long. It was brought down to 2 hours and 45 minutes. No scenes were cut, but literally every scene was shortened to quicken the pace. Despite the complicated timeline from 80s to 2003 that goes back and forth, the whole thing makes for a riveting story without a single breather in the middle. That Vetrimaaran drew his stories and films from the omnibus of stories of Vada Chennai, which are fully fleshed in his mind, is believable. I've never looked forward to a part 2 in Tamil cinema more eagerly than now.